So all swat me and pay money to that. Can all spark to make a strong artwork to ever fire play my mans like that. So and that made me almost break out my girlfriend. I'm like, Brady, my broke ass. Like, bro, that nigga gave you.
This is the story of how a 17-year-old kid went from being the most exciting breakout star in streaming to the person nobody wants in their building. Rakai, real name Kevon Rakai Linda, has managed to burn through more goodwill in 18 months than most creators accumulate in an entire career. And the receipts are staggering. Hit that subscribe and kick back for today's VOD, goblins. Let's rewind to late November 2024, when Kai Cenat was in the middle of Mafiathon 2, one of the biggest streaming events in internet history. This 15-year-old kid from Syracuse shows up and just commands the room. The humor, the confidence, the energy. People immediately wanted to know who this was. No, he's not Kai's son, he's not his brother, they're not related. They're friends. But the chemistry was undeniable, and Rakai became a fan favorite practically overnight. Within months, he had nearly 2 million Twitch followers, averaging 24,000 viewers per stream, over 2.5 million on TikTok, and roughly 1.3 million on Instagram. He became the youngest content creator to land a Prime deal, after getting signed by Logan Paul. Reports put his monthly earnings at around $340,000 at 16 years old. Let that sink in for a second. So what went wrong? Honestly, the better question is what didn't go wrong. January 31st, 2025. Rakai catches his very first Twitch ban. The platform suspended his channel over concerns about signs of self-harm displayed on stream. Yikes. That alone should have been a wake-up call. But of course it wasn't. Fast forward to May 2025, when Kai Cenat launches Streamer University, this massive collaborative event bringing together creators for content. Rakai's there, obviously. And what does he do? He and his friends get their hands on an Orbeez gun and start firing it at other creators. A pellet strikes a female streamer in the eye. She has to be hospitalized, and Rakai gets expelled from the event entirely. Oof. Here's the thing that makes Rakai different from almost anyone else on the platform. The very next day, May 26th, he hits an all-time high of 233,000 concurrent viewers. Controversy didn't shrink his audience. It fed it. Oh, and while he was at Streamer University, DDG snuck out to throw a secret frat party with other streamers and professors. Rakai didn't get invited. So what did he do? He snitched. Went straight to Kai Cenat about it. That's the kind of move that doesn't get forgotten in these circles. June 2025. He's banned again for reckless driving on stream. Then comes the AMP versus Clover Boys situation, which started as competitive banter and escalated into straight-up property destruction. Duke Dennis rolled up to the Clover Boys headquarters with a sledgehammer, went specifically into Rakai's room, and demolished his entire streaming setup. Rakai retaliated on July 6th by lighting up Duke Dennis's room with fireworks, destroying the 31-year-old's equipment and scorching his clothes. Content, sure, but also a pattern. Late October 2025. Halloween rolls around, and Rakai decides to dress up as a character from White Chicks. He covered his face in white powder to portray a white woman, and the backlash was immediate and loud. Then, in November, he brings a live turkey to a Thanksgiving stream. The bird is wandering under a table where cooked turkey is already sitting, and voices on stream start shouting, "Kill it! Put that thing on the grill!" Viewers called it animal abuse. December 2nd, 2025. Twitch bans him again, this time for illegal activities. This one was connected to multiple incidents. He'd been filmed taking flowers from a store without paying. And then there was the Click situation. Rakai lost a $6,500 Fortnite wager to Clicks and flat out refused to pay. On stream, he said, "Guess who not getting they money? You ugly. F you." Just screaming at the guy. Refusing to honor a bet you made publicly is a reputation killer in the streaming world because the entire ecosystem runs on trust between creators. 4 days later, December 6th, he's at the 2025 Streamer Awards, and 2 separate controversies erupt in a single night. First, VTuber Ironmouse later revealed that her interaction with Rakai and his friend Ray left her shaking. She said she already knew going in that they were going to say something rude. Rakai's response? "Girl, be honest. If you was really uncomfortable, all you had to say was, 'I don't want to talk no more.'" Zero accountability. That same night, co-host QT Cinderella asked Rakai on stage, "What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?" A direct reference to his shoplifting ban. Oof. Audiences felt it crossed a line, but it also underscored something important. Rakai's reputation had become a punchline. March 2026 brings us to another incident. He's live on stream, messaging celebrities on Instagram trying to set up collaborations, and he accidentally leaks LaMelo Ball's phone number to his entire audience. LaMelo's response was swift and brutal. "You a weirdo. What's wrong with you, little weird boy?" Twitch slapped Rakai with a 30-day suspension, and this time they added a warning. One more violation and it's a permanent ban. Then came the moment that turned the entire international streaming community against him. April 4th and 5th, 2026, MrBeast hosts 50 streamers fight for $1 million. The video hit 34 million views in its first 24 hours. The livestream finale drew over 1 million concurrent viewers. And at the 2-hour, 5-minute mark, Rakai eliminated El Rubius, the legendary Spanish creator, and then started dancing in his face and screaming at him to leave. The Spanish-speaking internet erupted. El Rubius later accused Rakai of making a racist comment, something along the lines of, "Go back to Mexico." El Rubius isn't even from Mexico. He's Spanish. Reports say Rakai was escorted off-set by security, and the aftermath was nuclear. Death threats flooded in. Rakai had to cancel a planned boarding school livestream because the school pulled out after receiving bomb threats. Whoa. He tried to reschedule. More threats. Cancelled again. And then May 9th, 2026, at Rolling Loud Festival in Orlando. Rakai walks onto the stage and the crowd just boos him. Loudly. Relentlessly. The video went viral and the internet piled on. 6 Twitch bans. A hospitalized creator. A leaked phone number. A refused wager. Racism allegations from one of the biggest creators in the Spanish-speaking world. Death threats so severe that venues won't host his events. Being booed by thousands of people to your face. He's 17. Here's the real cost nobody's talking about. Sponsors have morality clauses. Brands run background checks on controversy. New advertisers see the headlines and walk away. For a creator pulling in an insane $340,000 a month, the pipeline doesn't just slow down, it can vanish overnight. And when other creators start deciding that having you in their video is more risk than reward, the collaborations dry up. The invitations stop coming. The calls go unanswered. The paradox of Rakai is that every single controversy has grown his audience, but audience isn't the same thing as opportunity. You can have 2 million followers and still find yourself on the outside of every major event, blacklisted from collaborations, and watching your peers build empires while you're fielding ban appeals. Numbers don't mean anything if nobody wants their name next to yours. Rakai is one Twitch violation away from a permanent ban. He's 17 years old, and the question everyone in this space is asking isn't whether he's talented, it's whether he'll have a platform left to be talented on. Leave a quick like and comment down below your thoughts on Rakai. Is everyone right? Or is this just a misunderstood boy that could use proper guidance and a better role model? Until next time, it's been Vodgoblin. Peace.
Yeah, cry. Your life is over. You guys fucking swat me and pay money to do that shit, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Stop playing with me, bitch. And I found out who you is. My mom told me, nigga. My mom straight told me. They said that, they showed me a screenshot of y'all in the fucking, the thing. Stop playing with me, yo. Nah, dead ass, chat. Stop playing with me. And I found out who it is, too. And guess what? The cops are involved. The cops are fucking involved. And I found out who the fuck it is. And shit like that. Stop playing with me. Now, real shit. We need to stop the violence. We need to stop the violence and stuff like that. We need to stop the violence. It's not good. It's not good at all. Oh, we need to stop the violence. For the school event, for the boarding school, you guys stopped that down. You guys stopped the big show. You guys did that.